Welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Eman. So for today's look, I'm doing two things that you guys have been requesting. Wanted to see a look using color. And the other thing you guys have been requesting a lot of is to do no lashes. So I'm going to start straight into the eyes. So I'm prepping my eyelids with concealer. This is the NARS Radiant Longwear Concealer. So I think I've been telling you guys recently that I pretty much have given up on eyeshadow primer. This is the palette that I'm going to be using today. It is from Natasha Denona. It is the Sunrise palette, which I just realized right now. It's so funny because I called this look Sunset Eyes and the palette is called Sunrise. That's actually hilarious. Okay, so the first shade that I'm going for is Jasper, which is this burnt orange shade. So I remember one of the first times I ever used a Natasha Denona product, it didn't go very well. It was some kind of highlighter powder or something, and I remember I opened it up on camera and it literally just fell and broke it in a million pieces. Well, my opinion on Natasha Denona since then has completely changed. I am obsessed with her eyeshadow palette. Colors are amazing, the pigments are amazing. So this one just gave me an inspiration to do this really colorful eye look, but something that's still super wearable. And I think you guys are gonna love this because this is just gonna make your eye color pop. And don't be afraid of color. This is a very wearable look. These smoky looks are very easy to do because basically everything you're doing on the top lid, you're just going to repeat it on the bottom lash line. So I'm taking that same color, sweeping it along my lower lash line, and I kind of bring it up to the corner so it matches up with that top corner. And what I like to do is use a small kind of pointier brush first. I go in with that same blending brush and just blend it out. Next, I'm going in with this deeper burgundy shade and I'm using it right at the lash line. This is what's going to give us that gradient effect. So you have the different tones, but they all flow beautifully together. I love doing these type of looks. You guys know that. So I kept that darker shade just at the lash line and now I'm applying it in the outer corner on the top lid and then blending it out. So this is going to give us a little bit of that dark to light effect and it's going to make our eye shape stand out a lot more. And I basically just kept on going back and forth, adding more product, blending it out, adding more, blending it out until I got it to kind of the depth that I wanted. And this brush that I'm using, you guys, from Sigma is so good. It is the wide shader brush. I believe it's E59. Next, I'm taking one of the matte nude shades from the palette. So I do love that this palette has a really good mix of matte and shimmery satin tones. So this matte has kind of a yellow undertone to it. And I'm using this to blend out the top and bottom shadows. So basically, this is my way of making a smoky eye look amazing. This is like one of the key steps. When you take a nude shadow like this, it just completely cleans up the look. You're applying it to the brow bone, but then it's also blending into the darker shadows. So it just makes everything look so much softer and cleaner and blended. Same thing with the lower lash line. It totally just diffuses it. So it just looks super well blended out. I'm moving on to the face and then we'll come back to the eyes. I'm using the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Lab primer. This is brand new. Let me just tell you, the first thing that I have to say about this primer is that it smells incredible. I've never smelled a primer that smells so good. I'm using the NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation. You guys know. I don't even need to say. This is holy grail. I use it almost every single day. And then for the concealer, I'm also using the NARS concealer as well, and then just blending everything when I'm applying this. So the trick when you have your eyes already done and you're doing your face makeup is to make sure that you don't apply your concealer too high up. Apply it a little bit lower so when you blend it out, it doesn't ruin the eyeshadow. I'm quickly filling in my brows with the Sigma Brow Duo and then setting them with a little bit of brow gel. Okay, since I am not doing lashes today because you guys have been requesting that, I need my natural lashes to really stand out. So I am definitely curling them. For mascara, I'm using one of my absolute favorite mascaras. It is from Shiseido. It is the Imperial Lash Mascara, and this just makes your lashes super long and thick. It's a must-have. And be sure to apply it on both your top and bottom lashes. I'm going back into the Natasha Denona palette and grabbing these two shimmery pink tones and using that as my inner corner highlight. This is probably was one of my favorite parts of the look. Using like a pink rather than the typical, white or gold, just kind of gave it like a really cool effect. So clearly I was getting annoyed by my hair because now it's up. So I took that pink shimmery shade again, but this time with my finger, and I'm applying it just right on my lid. I love this effect. This always kind of gives your eyes this like super ethereal. What's the word? Is it ethereal? I don't know how to pronounce it, but this like very like, I don't know. I just thought this looked so pretty. And then I went in with my Catrice Lit highlighter palette using the gold shade and applying that kind of everywhere because this look was, I wanted the skin to kind of have that glass skin effect. Speaking of, guys, I filmed the glass skin look for you, so stay tuned for that. It's my 5-minute glass skin makeup. You're gonna love this video because the skin looks amazing, so keep an eye out for it. But I wanted the skin to have that kind of glass skin effect, so that's why I kind of went a little bit heavier on the highlighter and applied it in more places than I usually do. And then for lips, I know that I've been using these pencils in almost every video lately. I need to stop doing that, but I can't help it because they're just so good. It is the Buxom Plump Line lip liners. I love these. I love that it's a pencil, so you can shape your lip perfectly and line them perfectly. And then they're so creamy and they go on so smooth that they are the perfect thing to fill your lip in with as well. On top of that, I used this gloss lacquer from Lancome. So if you guys watch my most recent bronzy lid video, I used another gloss from Lancome and it was amazing. This lacquer is also amazing. It's completely different than the other gloss that I use. It has like a very wet texture. Love them, and I have these in a bunch of colors, so I'm going to try to use more of them. Oh, and the hair is up one more time. I was having a lot of hair issues this day. I am using my Catrice times Eman Cheeky Blush Palette. I love Alexandria. It has a hint of shimmer to it. I really wanted that glass skin vibe, so I decided to add even more highlighter using my Lit highlighter palette from Catrice. I added it on top of my cheekbones, all the usual areas, but then I also added a bit more on my chin, my forehead. I just thought the skin looked amazing, and just, I don't know, I love how this whole look came together. I hope you guys liked that I did a couple of your requests, the color, no lashes, and I wore it out. And here's a little Instagram story video to show you guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Don't forget to add me on Instagram at Eman, because then you'll see all of these makeup looks before they even go live. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video very soon.